Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and you're watching the Lakeside Livestream Network. Tonight, your Lakeside Knights will face the Washington County Tigers. The Knights come into the game at 2-4 and 0-3 in district play. The Tigers are also 2-4, but they are 1-2 in district play. I'm Miley Schroeder. I'll be doing play-by-play, and I'm joined tonight by my colleague and color commentator, Eli Copes. Hi, Eli. How are you doing today?
Oh, pretty good. It's a nice night, about 73 degrees, and not a gust of wind. How are you doing, Milo?
Pretty good. It was a long drive to get out here, but we got some Dairy Queen, and we're set for kickoff here in Washington.
So, Milo, the last 3 games for the Knights have been pretty rough. What do you think they need to work on?
Well, they just need to get some points up on the board. They haven't been very productive on offense the past 3 games against Sylvan, Lincoln, and Clifton Clyde. So 3 tough opponents, but they need to just get a bounce back here on offense and defense here against Washington County, and then the last home game of the season against Mankato. Or Rock Hills. So they just need to get back on track here and hopefully get 2 wins to end out this season and go into the playoffs.
So, Milo, how did you like the meet on Thursday at Downs?
Well, you and I have not ran there yet this year or last year, so that was the first time running there at our home course. It was fun. It was a pretty big meet. There's, about 100 kids on the boys varsity running, so.
Yeah. The course seems pretty flat, but when you're running it, it doesn't feel that way.
Yeah. It always seems hillier than it looks. That's every course, and even the hilly ones look hilly, and then it's even more hillier than you think.
Yeah. Well, there was Beloit's league there and our league, so
is I think they're the NCAA, and then the PTL league. So we all did pretty good. I think Sarah and Audrey got 10th and 11th in league.
yeah.
So they did really good. Can't quite remember what all the boys got placed, but
Yeah,
I know I got 9th in league. So
yeah, I got 20s, lower 20s.
Yeah.
So everybody did pretty well for that big of a meet.
Yep. Well, it's pretty windy too, so it's pretty hard and hot.
Yeah, but there was a wind pushing us up that first hill,
Yeah.
which was really nice.
Yeah.
It was always nice to get encouragement from the teachers and staff at the holes.
Especially that hole number 1 with our great teacher named Mr. Schoen. He's up here in the booth with us. So we thank Mr. Schoen for coming this trek with us out here.
So right now they're announcing the starters for the Knights.
And now, y'all, ladies and gentlemen, would you please stand as we get ready to announce your starting lineup for your Washington for the final home game of the 2025 season on the regular season side of things.
So still 8:20 on the clock left until kickoff. It was senior night for the Tigers here.
Knights are just going to need to get off hot here and keep it rolling here this game. They just need to get some points on the board here tonight.
I think it's going to be maybe a tough game. The Tigers here are probably going to play pretty hard as it is their last regular season home game.
Knights just need to have a good game on both sides of the ball, and it'll be a good game here tonight in Washington.
Michael Peterson. And rounding out the starters tonight, going back to a sophomore, number 60, Blake Novak. Your head coach, Jason Ham, assisted by Jake Padbecker and Nate Tice. If everyone remains standing and men remove cover and face the north end zone, the beautiful American flag is already at the top of the pole as we get ready to celebrate.
We'll now have the national anthem, so we'll take a timeout real quick.
With the playing of our national anthem brought to you by the Washington County Marching Band.
That was pretty cool. I don't know if you probably didn't see it on the camera, but
Probably hear it.
yeah, there was fireworks on the other side.
On the other side of those trees there, they're shooting off fireworks during the national anthem. So, pretty cool area here in Washington.
Yeah, we should get that going in Downs.
Sure, you could shoot them off over there at J&S. Across
Maybe.
the highway. Well, they'll send out the captains here tonight.
Little public service announcement. If anybody here knows a Mr. Robert Hammond of Clay Center, please come to the, there he is right there. We've got it all taken care of. Thank you, sir.
John Grant and Lucian.
And the captains for the Knights are seniors John, Landon, and Grant here tonight.
So for the Tigers, coming out, Eli Chrome, Gavin Leduc, and Connor Chandler. So we will await the coin toss and see if that team elects to get the kick to start or get the kick at halftime.
Gavin Leduc is the lone senior here on the Tigers.
So there goes the coin toss.
Indication is Knights won the coin toss and deferred to the second half. So Knights will begin on defense here tonight. Tigers will begin on offense. So everything will get set for kickoff here tonight in Washington.
Beautiful night once again, all year long. We've had great weather here in Washington County for football. Tonight is no different.
So once again, I'm Myler Schroeder, joined by Eli Copes with the Lakeside Live Streaming Network. Mr. Schoen will be running computer as we get set for kickoff here in Washington.
Come to fruition, and the Knights going to keep going. A lot of activities going to take place at halftime. We're going to have the annual auction going to take place first. Ruby Reds are going.
Connor Sumter will get set to kick here for the Knights.
And then the band is going to perform to round out the halftime activities, get all that squeezed in there at that time. So that's what's going to happen.
And the kick is a short one for the Knights, and it goes out of bounds. So kickoff goes out of bounds for the Knights.
So Tigers offense will get out on the field, and so Knights defense.
The opening offensive drive for your Tigers, that's going to set it up there about the 30.
So that'll move the Tigers up 5 yards, and they'll get started at about the 33-yard line. So Tigers will begin 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. In the shotgun, 2 to both sides, motion, and the handoff. So Knights get him down after about 6 yards.
Yeah, nice play by Eli Schmidt to get that tackle.
Tigers will line up in the same formation here on 2nd and 4. And this time the quarterback will keep it. And, almost fumbled there, but another about 6 yard, or close to 8 yard play there. Brings him up to the 34-yard line.
And that'll be a first down for the Tigers.
Knights need to get a push up front. So, same formation here. And drops back to pass. A deep pass, wide open, and it's caught for a Tigers touchdown.
So, not a great start for the Knights.
So, not even a minute of playing time results in a touchdown for the Tigers. So, they'll get set up for the 2-point conversion here.
The Tigers, except for that last play, they were just running it every single time.
And a flag flies as the quarterback runs it into the end zone. That was number 20, Gavin Leduc, I believe. So, flag on the Knights will result in the 2-point conversion being good. So, that'll be 8-0 here with 11:05 left in the first quarter. I'll hand it off to Eli Copes to thank tonight's live stream sponsors.
So Wakanda Boats and Motors, Wakanda Water, Cunningham Fiber, The Brush Group, The State Bank of Downs, Remus Tower Service, Remus Plumbing, Heating and Air, Miller Hardware, Miller Welding, Midway Co-op, and Corner Drug and Gift. We'll be right back here for the kickoff with 11:05 on the clock. So we are back after that Tigers touchdown.
Knights will need to get a drive going here on offense. The kick is a deep one by the Tigers. Picked up by the Knights' Caleb Frazier. He's going, and he's smoked after about a 15-yard kickoff return. So Knights will begin here on the 16-yard line. So they're going to have to go a long ways here.
Really good kick by the Tigers. It was deep, but not so deep that it went into the end zone. So that'll get the Knights a tough field position.
So Eli Schmidt and Landon Betts in the backfield. One split to both sides. Run right up the middle with Landon Betts. Goes for about a 1-yard loss as a flag flies at the end of the play.
Joining forces to pull him down, coming off the bottom of the pile, will be Michael Peterson.
And face mask on the defense. So that will be...
Yeah, that'll move the Knights up
15 yards, I believe.
Yep.
So that'll set them up right at the 30.5-yard line. So same formation for the Knights. I hope they get better play here on first down. And Eli Schmidt throws it out to Kobe Klein, and he's brought down for about a 2-yard loss. So that play wasn't good for the Knights. So that'll bring up 2nd and 12.
Yeah, 10:30 on the clock. Knights just can't make very much offensive production. Hopefully they can change that later on in the game.
That was one of the key things for the Knights to do here tonight. Get some offensive production as Caleb Frazier runs to the outside, and he fumbled, but it goes out of bounds after about a 1-yard loss. So that'll bring, or gain, so that'll bring up 3rd and 11.
Pick up maybe 1 yard. It'll be 3rd and 11.
Eli Schmidt alone in the backfield. Three to the far side. Landon Betts comes behind. He drops back to pass and slips. So not much time for Schmidt there. Results in a big loss, and that'll bring up 4th and about 20. So not what you wanted to see there as a Knights fan, as that was not a very good offensive drive, as I believe all plays were negative there on that drive. So Connor Sumter sets the kick, and flag flies.
So the ref's discussing right now, and that'll be false start on the offense.
So that'll move him back 5 yards, and they'll probably kick it here, but that just makes it even farther.
So I think Connor Sumter in the back there to kick. Really good kick there.
About a 30-yard punt. And he grabs it, and he's got a wall there. He's got one man to beat, and he's pushed out of bounds by Connor Sumter. So good job there to get him out of bounds on that play. So Tigers will begin here at the 20-yard line. So really good field position here for the Tigers. Knights defense is going to need to get a stop here as They're down 8 here with just about 2.5 minutes off the clock.
So the snap, they'll run it up the middle. Running it has really worked well for the Tigers.
Knights haven't seemed to been able to get a stop right up the middle, so 7-yard gain there on first down is not what the Knights wanted to see there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 3. And a little fumble there. Couldn't quite tell there. I think the Knights got on it. So Tigers fumble and Knights get the ball there. So Knights get a stop there. That's just what they needed here. So hopefully they get some life into this game here and get some movement on the ball. So that's just what the Knights defense needed there, as Tigers were nearing the end zone there. They fumbled that ball, so Knights need to get some momentum here. With 8:49 left here in this first quarter. Eli Schmidt alone in the backfield. Landon and Caleb switch sides and flag flies.
Good flag comes out once again. Little illegal movement there. Not getting set on the line.
So that'll back up the Knights 5 yards.
Back to the 6.
As now
Still gonna be
it's
first
1st and 15. So it's even farther for the Knights to go here now. Same formation, Eli Schmidt in the backfield. And another flag flies.
And another quick flag comes out before the ball.
And offsides on the Tigers, so
Illegal procedure.
that'll be good for the Knights. That'll move them up 5 yards. And it'll be 1st and 10 again here at the 11-yard line. So same formation again for the Knights. Schmidt in the backfield. And he goes forward for a run and broken 10 forward, and that's good for about 6 yards.
So the Knights finally making some positive yardage here.
So that'll bring up 2nd and 4.
On that run play. Gets the ball up to about the 18. And it's going to be 2nd and 4.
So 8:20 still left in this first quarter as the Knights line up 2nd and 4.
Landon Betts with Eli Schmidt in the backfield. They run a little option. Eli Schmidt razzle-dazzle play there. Runs the other side. He's got an open crease. Green grass in front of him, and he's pushed out of bounds at about the 34-yard line. So Knights get a first down and a good play there by Eli Schmidt.
Reverses the field and picks up the yardage needed for the first down plus some extra. So good effort there.
So good job there by Eli Schmidt to get, what was that, 15, 20 yards on the, what looked like a broken down play there.
Yeah. It looked like that lineman was just going to get him there, but he just kind of, with his feet, kind of juked around him.
So Landon Betts in motion there. Run play with Eli Schmidt again. He's going in, pushed out of bounds near the first down marker there. So he's all the way up to about the 37-yard line. So that's 2nd and 2 now.
It's a lot of improvement from the Knights' first drive.
Taking him out of bounds. Top of the clock. So now it's going to be 2nd and 2.
So
Inside of Tiger territory.
Knights moving the ball here now. They just need to keep going here. So Eli Schmidt and Landon Betts in the backfield. Caleb Frazier and Kobe Klein to his far side, near side. Caleb Frazier gets a little jet sweep here. And he's brought down for about a loss of 2. So that'll bring up 3rd and 4. So not what the Knights needed there, as they are going to need to get a first down now.
That's going to be 3rd and 4.
So Milo, do you think, I would assume the Knights would run it, but do you think they'll run it up the middle or to the side?
Well, they've had success here on this drive with running the ball to the far side or near side with Schmidt. So I look to see them pass, but I hope Schmidt runs it here as they go back to passing. He's brought down immediately by the Tigers. That was number 21, Easton Finlayson. So not what the Knights needed there on third down. So that'll bring up 4th and 11.
And Lakeside showing that punt formation as Crony awaits.
Connor Sumter to punt for the Knights, it appears. High snap, grabs it, and a good kick there.
Kick gets it away, received.
Tigers pick it up at the 23-yard line. So he's got a wall going now. Cuts back, and he's still going, and finally brought down by the Knights at the 20-yard line. So not what the Knights needed there. So
38-yard return there by Karomi. Gets it to the 21 there once again. First and 10.
Tigers will begin 1st and 10 here at the 21-yard line, about the same spot they started their second drive. So Knights defense looking for another stop here.
So snap, they'll run it to the near side.
Good job there by Kobe Klein to get number 20 there, Gavin LeDuc there. Ran him down and pushed him out of bounds there. So about a 4-yard pickup there will bring up 2nd and 6. Two to the far side. One in the backfield with the quarterback for the Tigers. Handoff right up the middle for the Tigers is stopped by, I believe that was Liam Christians after a first down for the Tigers. So now they're 1st and goal at the 9-yard line for the Tigers. So we're down to halfway through this first quarter.
So the snap, they'll throw it to the far side.
And he'll walk into the end zone for another Tigers touchdown. So Knights defense lets up another touchdown there as another firework goes off for the Tigers. So Tigers will get set here for the 2-point conversion with 5:56 left here in this first quarter. So they've used this formation a lot here tonight. Run up right up the middle with the quarterback. It is good for the 2-point conversion. So 16-0. Tigers are up here. 5:56 left in this first quarter. I'm Milo Schroeder, joined by Eli Copes. We'll be right back.
So we're back here after that Tigers touchdown.
Another deep kick by the Tigers is fumbled by Caleb Frazier and pounced on by Kobe Klein. So no return on the kickoff. So Knights will begin 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line with 5:52 left here in this first quarter.
So the Knights were fairly productive on their last drive, but they couldn't quite finish it there. Hopefully they can finish it this time.
This just feels like a time to Knights need to score now, even though there's 5:52 left in the first quarter. So Eli Schmidt alone in the backfield, 3 to the near side. Eli Schmidt drops back to pass. He's got time. Kobe Klein is kind of open, and it's good job there by the Tigers defender, number 15, Eli Chrome there. Just reached that hand up and blocked it from Kobe Klein there. So that would have been a good play for the Knights, but it's shut down by the Tigers.
So the Tigers will get lined up.
Eli Schmidt right up the middle. Goes for about a 1-yard gain there, so that'll bring up 3rd and 9. So 3rd and long is not what the Knights need here. So they've not had very good success on 3rd down so far this game. I believe they're 0-2 on 3rd down, so hopefully they make it 1-3 here. So Eli Schmidt will get lined up under center. Little razzle-dazzle play to Caleb Frazier. Gets brought down very quickly by the Tigers, so that'll bring up 4th and 13. So that'll bring up 4th down for the Knights, and Connor Sumter will come out for punt formation.
So 5 minutes on the clock. Knights really could use a deep punt here.
And they got a good one. Picked up by the Tigers, Eli Cromie, and he's moving around. He's got a lot of green grass and slowed down there by the Knights, and he's still going. Breaks 2 more tackles, breaks another one, and he's still going. Caleb Frazier is the last man, and he waltzes into the end zone. So Eli Cromie there for the Tigers, a very shifty player, goes all the way for another Tigers touchdown.
So that'll make it 22-0, 4:28 on the clock, as the Tigers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
So Tigers set for the 2-point conversion. Quarterback will run it right up the middle, and flag flies as he goes into the end zone. So we'll see what the indication here is. And the indication is holding on the Tigers, so that'll back them up 10 yards, and they'll do the 2-point conversion again. Oh, personal foul, so back them up 15, and they'll do the 2-point conversion again, but this time from the 17-yard line. So a little trick play here, almost intercepted by Eli Schmidt, so good job there by Eli Schmidt to get in front of that ball. So 22-0, Tigers are up. 4:28 left here in this first quarter. I'm Miles Schroeder, joined by Eli Copes. We'll be right back. So we're set to kick now. Tigers with another deep kick, low kick to Kobe Klein. He bobbles it, picks it up at the 5. 10 and 15, breaks a tackle. He's got open grass, and he's brought down at the 27-yard line. So an area score. So probably the most talked about 8-man football game, Hanover against Axtell. Hanover is beating Axtell 6-0 with 4:07 left in the first quarter. Axtell has won 58 in a row, so their win streak is on the line here tonight, as they're down 6-0 with 4:07. Eli Schmidt drops back to pass. Deep pass to wide open Kobe Klein. He catches it. He's at the 20, 15, 10, 5, and he's another. And a Knights touchdown. Great job there by Eli Schmidt and Kobe Klein with a deep pass.
Yeah, Schmidt had all the time he needed to throw.
Great job by the Knights line, and a great job by Eli Schmidt and Kobe Klein.
So the Knights offense finally making some activity here, as they will line up for the 2-point.
Eli Schmidt alone in the backfield. 2 to the near side and 2 to the far side. Landon Betts in motion. They run a little option here. Eli Schmidt keeps it. He's going forward, and good for the 2-point conversion. So Eli Schmidt connects to Kobe Klein for a deep pass. Good for a Lakeside touchdown. So 22-8 with 4:07 left in the first quarter. I'll hand it off to Eli Copes to thank tonight's live stream sponsors.
Wakanda Boats and Motors, Wakanda Water, Cunningham Fiber, The Brush Group, The State Bank of Downs, Remus Tower Service, Remus Plumbing, Heating and Air, Miller Hardware, Miller Welding, Midway Co-op, and Corner Drug and Gift. So we'll be right back for the Knights kick, as it is 4:07, 22-8. So we're back here for the Knights kick.
So Connor Sumter with a little short kick is picked up by the Tigers at the 40-yard line. So Tigers will begin at the 40-yard line. So Knights defense needs to get a stop now after that touchdown on a deep pass from Eli Schmidt to Kobe Klein. So Tigers in the formation, they've used a whole bunch here tonight.
The snap this time, they'll run it to the near side.
Jet sweep is brought down by Eli Schmidt. That was number 20, Gavin LeDuc, on the carry. He was one broken tackle from a touchdown, so good job there by Eli Schmidt. So that'll bring up second and very, very short.
Short by 3 inches. Here we go. Second down and inches.
So this time, 2 in the backfield, 2 to the far side. And it's a pass. Quarterback kept it there. A deep pass. Eli Schmidt's there, and it's, I don't know, he caught it. The indication is a touchdown.
42, Kevin Gilbrand. 2 guys on.
So another Tigers touchdown on a crazy play there. It's
Keeps his feet in bounds. They say it's
blocked by Eli Schmidt, but then it falls to the ground and it's caught for a Tigers touchdown. So I'll make it 28-8 here, as the Tigers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Really great play by the Tigers, but Knights just can't defend that, or weren't able to.
Run up the middle by the quarterback is good for the 2-point conversion. So fireworks are shooting everywhere here tonight as the Tigers go up 30-8. 3:17 left here in this first quarter. I'm Myla Schroeder, joined by Eli Copes. We'll be right back in Washington. And we're back here in Washington. Tigers will get set for the kick here after their touchdown. Brings the score to 30-8. Another deep kick to Kobe Klein. He catches it. He's at the 15. He's got a wall going, and he breaks tackle, and he stumbles, and he's brought down at the 23-yard line.
So another local game update. Lincoln leads Sylvan 16-0. These teams are both undefeated. So
both teams are in our district, so a big game for district indications here. So Lincoln leads 16-0. So Knights will get set up 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line. Eli Schmidt alone in the backfield to the far side, to the near side. He runs right up the middle. Goes to the other side, and he's still going for about 9 yards. So good job there by Eli Schmidt to get as many yards as he could out of that play. So that'll bring up 2nd and 2. So Knights get a 8-yard pickup there on 1st down. So hopefully they carry that momentum into here on this 2nd down play. Eli Schmidt has no time at all. He slips, and that's a 3-yard loss.
And the slick curve came up and got Eli Schmidt on that play.
So that'll make it 3rd and about 4. So Knights have not been very productive on 3rd down here tonight. They really need to get a pickup here as they're already down 22 points with 2 minutes left in this first quarter. So little I formation here for the Knights. And look like, yep, Coach Howland takes a timeout here. So I'm Nyla Schroeder, joined by Eli Copes. The score is 30-8. Tigers are up here with 1:51 left in this first quarter. We'll be right back.
So we're back here after that Lakeside timeout. Knights really need to get this conversion.
Caleb Frazier with a sweep to the far side is a 1-yard loss. So Connor Sumter will come out again on 4th down, and looks like they'll be in punt formation here yet again tonight. So 1:30 left here in this first quarter. Connor Sumter to punt here again. And a bad punt there is Connor got on it there. But so
field position once again.
Tigers will begin here at the 23-yard line. So we'll stay here as they're already out on the field. So 1st and 10 Tigers at the 23-yard line.
So quarterback will
drop back to pass, little pass rush there, flag flies, and he gives a short dump there, and it's about a 8-yard pickup there as Landon Betts and Kobe Kleiner on the tackle. We'll see what the indication here is. Just kind of in the spot of holding, and that's what it is on the Tigers. So that'll back them up 10 yards and bring up 1st and 20 for the Tigers.
About the 33-yard line. Good thing is, it's still 1st down.
So Tigers have 20 yards to get a 1st down here. Same formation they ran. 15's in motion, and he gets it on a jet sweep. Cuts back, goes to the outside, breaks a tackle, and he's pushed out of bounds at the original line of scrimmage. So that'll bring up 2nd and 10 from the 23-yard line.
2nd and 10.
So the Tigers will line up, and the snap, he'll run it to the near side this time.
Got a lot of open grass, and he's got one man to beat, and it's close, and the indication is another Tigers touchdown. So another firework goes off, and another one. So score was now 36-8 with 45 seconds left here in this 1st quarter. So Tigers are scoring a whole bunch here in this 1st quarter, as it has already been 35 minutes since the kickoff. So a pretty long 1st quarter, as the 2-point conversion is good for the Tigers. So now 38-8 here in Washington with 45 seconds left in this 1st quarter.
So we would like to thank the live stream sponsors at this time: Wakanda Boats and Motors, Wakanda Water, Cunningham Fiber, The Brush Group, the State Bank of Downs, Remus Tire Service, Remus Plumbing, Heating and Air, Miller Hardware, Miller Welding, Midway Co-op, and Corner Drug and Gift. So 45 seconds left in the 1st quarter, 38-8, and both teams will get out on the field for the kick.
So Tigers will get set to kick. Another deep kick is caught by Kobe Klein, and he's going now 15, 20, and he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. So they'll begin here at 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
12-6, Hanover pulls ahead against Axtell. But right here we have 1st and 10. Lakeside has the ball at the 23. 36 seconds to go.
So Lakeside will get set here on 1st down. Eli Schmidt alone in the backfield, to the far side, to the near side. And Eli drops back to pass, and he's wrapped up quickly and drove backwards, and the ball comes out, but they rule them down. So that'll bring up 2nd and about 15.
And Preston Bonner joined forces there to take that tackle for a loss. And we have a player down for Lakeside. Lakeside, and he's up right quick again. That's Mr. Schmidt. Been doing a lot here for the Knights here tonight so far.
So Eli will have to
He's up. He'll go
take a
off
play off here.
a short breather.
So Knights will get set up here, 2nd and 14. Time's ticking now, under 10 seconds. They won't have to run a play here. And Riker Amos is your quarterback. And they might run a play here, and it doesn't look like it. So the end of the first quarter here, 38-8, Tigers ahead here. I'm Milo Schroeder, joined by Eli Copes. We'll be back for the start of the second quarter.
So the Knights getting set up here, switching sides. So the Knights set up 3rd and 13 at the 20-yard line. So that last play, they had a pickup of 1 yard. So the Knights will line up again. And the snap, I think number 5, Riker Remus, run it up the middle, and that will make it gain of about 3. Gain of none.
So that'll bring up 4th and 13, and Connor Sumter will come out yet again here tonight. Hopefully you'll have a better punt here. And it's not really, as it goes out of bounds at the 25-yard line. So Tigers will begin 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Samaria scores. Hanover went over Axtell again, 12-16. Or 12-6 in the second quarter, and Lincoln is up over Lucas Sylvan, 16-8. So 2 big games here this week.
So
Lakeside will take a timeout there, and we will too. So I'm Milo Schroeder, joined by Eli Copes, and we'll be right back. And we're back here in Washington after that Knights timeout. Tigers will begin at the 25-yard line, a handoff right up the middle. And he's tripped up by his own teammate, I believe, at the 18-yard line. So that'll bring up second and about 2 after that 8-yard pickup. So Knights really need to get a stop now as they're down 30 with 10 minutes left here in this second quarter. And a little jet sweep there with Gavin LeDuc there. So that'll be another Tigers first down. And he's tripped up at the 11-yard line. So Mustangs just scored, and now it's 16-16 in Lincoln. So that ties it up in Lincoln as the quarterback will keep it, and he has open grass. He's pushed out of bounds. Never mind, he's in the end zone for a Tigers touchdown. So more fireworks shoot off here in Washington as they go up 44-8 now.
So the Knights kind of having trouble with stopping this Tigers defense. Offense, yes.
So Tigers will get set up here for the 2-point conversion. And it's run right up the middle. And I think they've done that on about every single 2-point conversion, and it's worked every single time. So that makes it 46-8. 9:47 left here in this second quarter. And I'm Miles Schroeder, joined by Eli Copes. We'll be right back.
And we're back after that Tigers touchdown. Score 46-8, 9:47 left in this second quarter. As the Tigers will kick.
Another deep kick picked up by Kobe Klein. So he's at the 25 breaking tackles, and he's brought down near the 27-yard line. So Knights will begin first and 10 at their own 27-yard line. So Knights are going to have to put some points up on the board now as they're down 38 points here with 9:41 left in this second quarter. So Eli Schmidt and Landon Betts in the backfield. One to each side of Eli, and the handoff right up the middle is fumbled and still on the ground, and picked up by the Tigers. So that was not what you wanted to see as a Knights fan, as the Tigers will begin first and 10 at the 24-yard line.
The Knights had quite a bit, or a decent amount of offensive action in the first quarter, but the second quarter, they're not doing so hot. So, Tigers with a snap.
A deep pass is caught for another Tigers touchdown. So, more fireworks in Washington as the score goes up to 52-8. So Tigers will line up for the 2-point conversion here. So the formation they've used on pretty much every single 2-point conversion, and this time it's stopped, so good job there by the Knights defense. So 52-8 here with 9:28 left here in this second quarter. I'm Miley Schroeder, joined by Eli Copes, and I'll hand it off to Eli to thank tonight's live stream sponsors.
Wakanda Boats and Motors, Wakanda Water, Cunningham Fiber, The Brush Group, The State Bank of Downs, Remus Tower Service, Remus Plumbing, Heating and Air, Miller Hardware, Miller Welding, Midway Co-op, and Corner Drug and Gift. So the score 52-8, 28 still left in this second quarter. We'll be right back.
And we're back here in Washington as the Tigers will get set for this kick here after their touchdown. Another deep kick, but this one goes to Caleb Frazier, and it goes out of bounds. So Knights catch a break there. So they are down 44, I believe, here in this second quarter. So the Knights will begin at the 25-yard line. So Knights are going to need to put some points on the board here. Hopefully the last drive does not happen again here this drive. So Eli Schmidt alone in the backfield, 3 to this side. Landon Betts in motion. Eli drops back to pass, and it goes to Caleb Frazier, and he is pushed out of bounds at about the 35-yard line. So right near the first down, and they're going to mark it just short. So second and about a half a yard for the Knights. Lincoln goes up 22-16 over the Mustangs. So same formation, just flipped here on second down. Eli Schmidt rolls to his right and breaks a tackle, and he throws it away. So that'll bring up third and very short here for the Knights. Good job by Eli there to get away from that pass rusher and get that ball away so it wasn't a negative play. So Eli Schmidt and Landon Betts in the backfield, 1 to each side, and the flag flies. And the indication is a false start on the offense. So that'll back them up 5 yards here on first down and set up 3rd and 5.
Not what you want to see as a Knights fan.
So Knights will get lined up here on 3rd down. If I'm not mistaken, they've not completed got a first down on any 3rd downs tonight. So hopefully they can change that here on this drive. Same formation. Eli Schmidt talks to Landon Betts, and he gets a snap, drops back to pass, and he's getting pass rushed, and a deep pass is incomplete. So almost intercepted by number 10, Chris Kern. So that'll make it 4th and 6, and Connor Sumter will come out yet again here for the Knights.
It looked like Eli Schmidt, he had good time, but his receiver was heavily guarded.
He just couldn't quite get his feet planted and get enough air on that ball. As Connor Sumter with a fake punt. So he's brought down after about 3 yards. So it was close there, but that'll bring up 1st and 10 for the Tigers. So the right idea, this couldn't go through for the Knights. So that'll be a turnover on downs. And it'll bring up 1st and 10 for the Tigers. Knights are really needing a stop now.
Although good aggressiveness on that play.
And Knights almost get to the quarterback, and it's almost intercepted there by Landon Betts. So it was a great job there by the Tigers quarterback to get that ball off. I don't know how he got it off there. He was almost down, just barely got it off there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 10 for the Tigers.
So the snap, the quarterback will look to throw.
Wide open, and he walks into the end zone for another Tigers touchdown. And more fireworks shoot off here in Washington, as that'll make it 58-8. So Tigers will line up here for the 2-point conversion after that touchdown. And another run right up the middle is good for the 2-point conversion. So that'll make it 60-8 here in Washington. I'm Milo Schroeder, joined by Eli Copes, and we'll be right back. And we're back here in Washington. Tigers with another deep kick. Kobe Klein will catch this one, and he fumbles it there. Picks it up. He's at the 10, cuts back, and still going, but he's brought down at the 16-yard line. So Knights are going to need to get a score here if they want to keep on playing here tonight after this second quarter. So there's 8 minutes and 30 seconds left in this second quarter. Knights will set up here on first down, and Eli Schmidt will keep it. He can still pitch it, and he does. Landon Betts as he's still going on the sideline, and he steps out, but he could have gone a very long ways if he didn't step out of bounds there. So Knights get a first down there, and a very productive play on first down. He gets all the way up to the 36-yard line. So, 1st and 10 for the Knights here. That same formation as last play. And Eli Schmidt passes it out to Landon Betts. He cuts back and he's brought down for no gain on the play. So second and 10 here again. Clock is now under 8 minutes here.
Victor Cisneros coming out, replaced by Brayton Zinger at nose guard.
So Knights line up here, one to this near side here. And a little razzle-dazzle play. Caleb Frazier has a crease here. Breaks a tackle. He's still driving forward, and he gets brought down at the 25-yard line here. So good play there by Caleb Frazier there on second down. So there's another Knights first down, as this is the farthest they've been on the field here tonight.
Yeah, they're finally making some offensive production.
So 3 plays has them all the way to the other side of the field. So I formation here for the Knights. And run right up the middle with Caleb Frazier. And he's breaks a tackle and he's still going. He's got one man to beat and he beats him, and that's a Knights touchdown. So Caleb Frazier with a 25-yard touchdown run there. That'll make it 60-14, just what the Knights needed here. So good job there by Caleb Frazier in that Lakeside offensive line to get a gap going for Caleb, and he just used his speed there to get to the outside and beat a man to the end zone.
Yeah, so Knights will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Eli Schmidt run it to the far side. He's got one man to beat, and he beats him. So 2-point conversion is good here. So 7:25 left here in this second quarter. Tigers 60, Lakeside 16. I'm Milo Schroeder, joined by Eli Copes. We'll be right back.
So we're back here after that Knights touchdown. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but there's sure a lot of smoke rolling in here. So Knights onside kick it.
Oh, Knights had a good play there, but they don't get on top of it there on that kick. So Lincoln is tied with Sylvan Lucas now, 22-22 in the second quarter. So that's a close district game. The winner of that isn't looking pretty good to win the district here, as they're both undefeated in district play. So Knights will need to get another stop here on defense. Here with 7:24 left in this second quarter. So Tigers set up here on 1st and 10. Another handoff right up the middle with number 20, Gavin LeDuc, and he's brought down near the first down line by, I believe that is John Schoen.
At the 23, that's good enough for first down yardage. 1st and 10, Tigers.
And
Timeout,
timeout Lakeside. So I'm Milo Schroeder, joined by Eli Copes. We'll be right back after this Lakeside timeout. So we're back here in Washington after that Lakeside timeout. Tigers line up here on 1st and 10. A little swing pass out there is incomplete to this near side. So that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
He's 2nd and 10.
I don't know if it's affecting that players, but there's a lot of smoke in the sky. I think you guys can see it, but it's kind of cool just to ring. But Tigers will line up 2nd and 10. Handoff right up the middle with Gavin LeDuc, and he breaks a tackle, and he goes into the end zone for another Tigers touchdown. So that brings the score up to 66-16. And more fireworks here in Washington. So they'll get set for the 2-point conversion. And he passes to the back of the end zone, and it's incomplete. So that'll bring the score 66-16 with 7 minutes left here in this first half. I'm Myler Schroeder, joined by Eli Copes. We'll be right back. And we're back here after that Tigers touchdown. Another deep kick to Caleb Frazier. He catches it. He's got a crease, and he's brought down at the 23-yard line. So Lincoln goes up 30-22 here, or in Lincoln. Tigers go up 66-16 now.
Just under 7 minutes to go.
Knights will line up here. 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line. I formation here for the Knights. The handoff is to Camden Hamilton, I believe. And that's a 1-yard loss. So Knights backups will get a little action here tonight. Riker Remus is the quarterback here. So Knights will get set up here, 2nd and 11. So high formation again here. And this time Riker Remus will roll to the outside, and he's tackled very quickly, and another big loss for the Knights will bring up 3rd and 15. So time under 6 minutes now left in this first half.
Jorge Lopez comes in at nose guard for the Tigers.
So all the starters are officially out of the game, I believe, for the Knights. Riker Remus under center again, and another pitch out to Camden Hamilton. And he's going, and He gets brought down near the original line of scrimmage, so that'll bring up 4th and 10 as Connor Sumter will come out for the punt. I assume it's a punt.
Well, it wasn't last time.
Yeah.
So we'll see what the Knights will do here.
Fumbled the snap, and it is a punt. Picked up by the Tigers, number 12, Eli Finassel, and he breaks another tackle, and he's still going, and finally pushed out of bounds after a big pickup, and so Tigers will begin here at the 15-yard line.
Halftime score, Hanover 12, Axville 6.
So you might have heard it, but Hanover 12, Axtell 6 at halftime. So Axtell's winning streak is on the line now. So Tigers line up here. A little jet sweep there, and still good pushing forward, and brought down after about a 4-yard pickup, I believe. So that'll bring up 2nd and 6.
Pick up a 4, going to be 2nd and 6.
So the Tigers will snap it.
Another jet sweep close to the end zone there. I believe it'll be at the half-yard line, so he's brought down at the half-yard line, and it'll be 1st and goal for the Tigers.
1st and goal from the 1.
So Tigers line up here, and they run it right up the middle for another Tigers touchdown. So more fireworks in Washington, as they've done after every touchdown here tonight. And Tigers will get set up for the 2-point conversion. Score is now 72-16. And the run to the far side is stopped. So 2-point conversion is incomplete. So score is 72-16. I'll hand it off to Eli Copes to thank tonight's live stream sponsors.
Wakanda Boats and Motors, Wakanda Water, Cunningham Fiber, The Brush Group, the State Bank of Downs, Remus Tower Service, Remus Plumbing, Heating and Air, Miller Hardware, Miller Welding, Midway Co-op, and Corner Drug and Gift. So 3:43, score 72-16. We'll be right back. So we're back here after that Tigers touchdown. Tigers set up to kick. And the kick,
another deep one. I believe that is Caleb Frazier, and he's going in. He's brought down at the 24-yard line. So Knights will begin 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Will take place back-to-back coming up here shortly, so it's going to be an extended showtime here at the conclusion of the game. And we're going to be led off, I believe, by the Ruby Reds. Little switch of the program there. Then we'll move to the auction.
So Knights will line up here 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line. I formation. Riker Remus is talking to Jonathan Mick there, and he's lined up under center now. Fumbled snap, I believe, and he picks it up, and he's taken down for about a 1-yard loss. So that'll bring up 2nd and 11.
goes in there for the Tigers, Sean Britt.
So, time ticking now. We're close to 3 minutes here. So, Knights will line up now, 2nd and 11. Riker Remus will hand it off to Camden Hamilton, and he picks up about a yard. So, back to the original line of scrimmage, and that brings up 3rd and 10. So, Lincoln scores again, and that makes it 38-22 in the second quarter, and down in Lincoln. So, Lincoln takes a 2-score lead over the Mustangs. That is a very big district game. So Mustangs or Tigers take a timeout here, and we will too. I'm Milo Schroeder, joined by Eli Copes. We'll be right back. And we're back here on 3rd and 10. Camden Hamilton runs right up the middle, and that's about a 2-yard gain. So that'll bring up 4th and 8, and it looks like the punt crew will come on again for the Knights. So Knights have not had very much offensive production here tonight.
That first quarter, it was decent.
I think both quarters had its spurts.
Yeah.
They just couldn't keep it up on all the drives here tonight. They could not keep up with the Tigers as they scored 72. Connor Sumter's punt is another good one, but it goes out of bounds at about the, well, we'll see the spot here, the 35-yard line. So Tigers will begin their probably last drive of this game here with 1:50 left. So 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Motion and a jet sweep there. And he stumbles and he gets back up and breaking tackles. Brought down after about a 5-yard pickup, so that'll bring up 2nd and 5.
So it'll be 2nd down at 5.
So Tigers will line up here, 2nd and 5. And flag flies. And the indication is false start on the Tigers, so that'll move him back 5 yards and bring up 2nd and 10.
Where we will have 2nd and 10.
So Tigers with another jet sweep. He's bouncing around and finally brought down after about 4 yards. So that'll bring up 3rd and a long 5, we'll say.
1 minute on the clock
Makes it 3rd
and ticking.
long 5 right here. Under a minute to go.
So Tigers hurry to the line here on 3rd and a long 5. Handoff right up the middle. Good for a 1st down, and he's still going. He's got one man to beat. Breaks it, cuts it in, and he's brought down at about the 4 or 5 yard line. So down to the 4 yard line. So time's still ticking. So we're now under 40 seconds, and they'll hurry to the line, and another jet sweep is brought down on a great tackle there by Riker Remus, I believe, the Knights sophomore. So that'll bring up 2nd and goal from the 3.
Ball resting at the 3.
So under 15 seconds and a run right up the middle. Good for another Tigers touchdown.
Takes it in.
So
6 seconds on the clock. And
Tigers will line up for the 2-point conversion. And the run right up the middle is stopped by the Knights. So that'll make it 78-16 here with 6 seconds left in the game. I'm Milo Shooter, joined by Eli Copes. We'll be right back. And we're back here in Washington after that touchdown. So another deep kick by the Tigers is picked up by Caleb Frazier, and he's got a bit of crease there as he's all the way to near the 35 as the clock runs out.
so kind of a tough game for the Knights. Both quarters had their spurs of offense. The Knights had a really tough time stopping the Tigers' offense.
So they'll need to work on some defense here this next week and get some offensive production next week as they face the Rock Hills Grizzlies in the last home game of the season. So we will be back Friday for sure against Rock Hills Grizzlies in Downs. So try to make it, but if not, you can listen to us on the live stream again. One last time, I'm Milo Shooter, joined by Eli Copes, and I'll hand it off to Eli to thank tonight's live stream sponsors for the last time.
Wakanda Boats and Motors, Wakanda Water, Cunningham Fiber, The Brush Group, the State Bank of Downs, Remus Tower Service, Remus Plumbing, Heating and Air, Miller Hardware, Miller Welding, Midway Co-op, and Corner Drug and Gift. Again, the final score, 78-16. Thank you for listening.